Fred! Do something!
In a drifting can, frozen years on a corporate plan, finest cracks the capsule wide. Says, kid, pick a side, time for a joyride. Emerald Valley, smoke in the air, sick town praying to a budget repair. Parvati with the hopeful eyes, wants to fix machines, not sell more. It's Spacer's choice of me in the outer worlds. I'm free. Boardroom gods on my TV, but they can't rewrite my story. Spacer's choice of me, halcyons burning bright and bleak. I'll bend the system till it screams. Spacer's choice. Profit file, canned food, canned lies on every shelf. I pull the plug, I rewrite myself. Phineas says we can turn this tide. The board says sit down, enjoy the ride. But I've got crew that believes in me. We jump the relay, chase that risky dream. It's Spacer's choice of me in the outer worlds. I'm free. Boardroom gods on my TV, but they can't rewrite my story. Spacer's choice of me, halcyons burning bright and bleak. I'll bend the system till it screams. Spacer's choice.
Fred! Do something! Fred, do something!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. Captain Cylon with the early redemption of Hydration. It's a Monday night, and we're returning back to the Outer Worlds. Now, there was a very, very minor chance that we could have been playing Anthem tonight. However, at 12 noon today, here on January 12th, 2026, the servers were shut down. So Anthem, we are officially acknowledging that we wrapped up Anthem last Wednesday stream. So we that's where we're counting it as far as the last time we played it. We got nearly every single achievement in it except for one. We managed to help Iceman get about 75, about 3/4 of the achievements in it. So that was kind of good. Give me a moment. Give me a moment here. Temperatures are swinging from one to the other, and it's playing a bit of havoc with the old sinuses there. But yes. So now, of course, tonight we are going to be resuming the Outer Worlds, as the Tampa Bay Lightning are kicking the ever-loving shit out of the Philadelphia Flyers 5-1, with 3:16 left in the third period. So we are going to, before we jump into the Outer Worlds, let you know, see the opening of Anthem one last time, see what happens with it, see how it loads up. There we go. We get that nice big Mass Effect Belgard intro. Connecting to online services. We're waiting for it. Anthem services is currently unavailable. Please see https://www.ea.com/game/anthem/live service or https://twitter.com/anthem games for more information. Estimated time remaining. No, I know it's offline. However, we just decided to be facetious with it. Oh, there you go. Anthem is dead. Which means, well, time to do the thing here. We're about to uninstall Anthem. And switch to the Outer Worlds. At least, we give Anthem a bit of a send-off, right? I also got some writing done today. In fact, I had trouble sleeping. Let's see. I kind of crashed out a little bit after Fissure stream last night, so I was drifting off about 12:30-ish. Then woke up a couple hours later and then wrote a near 5,000 word Mortal Kombat story involving Johnny Cage, Sonya, and Devora. So and that took to 11 a.m. Then I took a nap. Woke up too late to make something before work for dinner. So I just had me a potato with some chicken nuggets. One good thing about Wendy's is that more often than not you can get something quick from them at a cheap cost. Which what's these? Let me get my other footage. Where? There we go. It'll give me some new footwear to wear around the house. So we did some Overwatch earlier during the day.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
You mention an Aetherware drama? I like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
Of course you would. Hazelon Ellen versus the Brain Eaters, starring Ruth Bellamy as Hazelon Ellen.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price.
Neat.
But at what cost to me?
Where'd the color come from?
It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news.
Breaking news?
Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Cool.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
I never heard of you.
No need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
How about I just call you Lou?
How about not?
Okay, Lou.
I apologize if I've struck too familiar a tone for your tastes. Let me get right to the point. Halcyon Helen is dead. Murdered. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
And your first thought was to come to me?
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel, least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
And then kick the shit out of them. I've never heard of Sublight Underground.
Don't worry. You and I are going to become very close acquaintances.
How
I run
close?
the Grand Colonial Hotel and Perea Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking. Eridanos is our shared responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Please, Lou. Sublight Underground is built on discretion. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give her the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric?
Apparently he does want to do it right now.
Me while I'm negotiating a contract, because I promise you, I'll win.
Gentlemen, please, as far as I'm concerned, you're both idiots. You know what? Let them argue.
We can do this anytime you want. I'll even make an appointment. I'm sure your schedule's wide open. What with your product launch being indefinitely delayed due to unforeseen murder.
All right, Cedric. If that's how you want to behave, I have no choice but to file an official reprimand on your
An official reprimand? Oh
please
no!
do. I'd love an official reprimand from a failed executive. Could you do me a favor and have it laminated?
Could we please stop this nonsense?
Who the hell are you?
Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're a talented diplomat. You know how to ask questions, and you have a gift for getting answers without resorting to violence.
Yeah, that's true.
As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
Just how many people are involved in this communication?
Just the three of us.
It's the three. No one else is going to jump in here unexpectedly?
You must excuse us. The situation on Eridanos is tense. If we don't bring Helen's killer to justice, this scandal could scupper our entire operation. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us. While you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
All right, I'll come lounge around and then decide. You can count on me.
The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Those two seem to have issues.
The administrator oversees Rizzo's operations. Cedric runs the hotel and the spaceport. They're always at each other's throats. My life would be so much easier if they'd simply learn to work together.
Yeah, you seem a bit worn out.
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like?
They seem like jackasses.
Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
And it must have been pretty popular if her death could put an end to your operations.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
Uh-huh. You seem competent. You could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics.
Ah,
Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is
Polydicks.
simple. Politics are complicated.
All right, relax. There's nothing I can't handle.
I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
All right, I got everything I need.
Transmission terminated. Captain,
Achievement. The mysteries afoot. I don't know why they're trusting me to catch House Jan Helen's killer.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
Thank you very little, Ada. What can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos atmospheric complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
All right. Let's see. And it's Bop over here. Hey, Striker. You think that emote is funny? Looks like it is funny, but it looks, you know what it looks like? It looks like what was that? The little belly creature from the first Total Recall movie. That's how you look when you don't get enough sleep. All right. Yeah, it is. I'll be Iceman in Mind's next game. All right, let's head to the Groundbreaker first.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Yep, I don't know what DLC Iceman has, or if the DLC is shared between folks or not, or both players need to have the DLC. But we will most certainly be spraying things down with high pressured water. Yep, I saw. I already have it. Nice, it has cross progression. Sweet.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO. C&P Borst Pockets. Can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds. Borst Pockets.
We ride up in an elevator.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
This is on Discord. What the world break out at once? A lightning versus flyers. I can't believe that. Unfortunately, I do not have the ESPN app, but with yes, I'm sure I'll see the footage on Twitter or something, or the height of ambition of us all.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
And do you always send your first timers into certain peril?
I guess you're just one of the lucky ones. Look on the bright side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine sounds pleased as a pig in shit over cornering the Borst markets. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
Oh boy, yep. Could have sworn one of them winked at me.
I knew it. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to.
Pacers beat the Celtics.
You never know, you know?
Wow, another brawl broke out there? You doing okay, Lilia?
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work. You're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact.
What about 1083?
Cobwebs and all. Interested?
We're gonna take over a whole space station? This is gonna be great. Oh, do we get to stick a flag in the ground?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
How did a research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Yes, point me in the right direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Wink and nod.
Glad we understand each other. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Right, the Ice Palace.
TNT Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borsted Baked Beans is the only one.
I wanted to look at the message.
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
Know where to find Phineas Wells.
What?
Oh, so I meant smells. It really smells in here. Maybe you should open the door.
I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells.
Phineas Smells? That's not a very nice thing to say about someone, even a wanted outlaw.
But you... It's always like this with you tramp freighter captains.
Who are you calling a tramp?
Well, once you've tired of your jokes, you know where to find me. How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
What about Phineas?
You've changed your mind?
Ah, got you.
You absolute rascal.
It's like he called me a tramp. It's like, I don't take kindly to that.
Didn't the board rep's office used to be in the docking bays?
Yeah, about 10 years back. That was before Medford negotiated for a bigger office.
One day I'm gonna see my face on a bounty notice. Felix Millstone, wanted for everything.
Hey, well, hang out with us. It's a strong possibility. We go over here now.
We've touched down on the atmospheric complex in Eridanos.
Rizzo's Moral Improvement Program. Oh. Interesting place. Do.
I can't believe Miss Helen's gone. Feels like it's going against the laws of nature somehow. I used to watch Helen's serials. She'd fall into mortal peril in a couple
Cereals.
episodes, but she always lived in the end.
I can take you to see Eridanos. How does it feel?
Breathtaking. Have you looked over the edge of the complex yet? Just watch the clouds turning? It's like an ocean without end.
It really is something.
Eridanos and Olympus are the two biggest planets in Halcyon. King and Queen of the sky. Looking out to the horizon, I get this feeling that we're in the company of royalty. Eridanos is 100 times the mass of Terra 2, 800 times the volume, 10 times the diameter. We're flying
It's
through
huge.
the tiniest layer of habitable atmosphere. Sometimes I can't believe how small my world used to be. My horizons were about as wide as the walls of Edgewater.
Now look at you, on top of the world.
Yeah. We've come a long way.
Ali?
Does being on the case give us temporary immunity? Think they'll let us confiscate a few stray bits?
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Can we get more jobs like this one?
Yeah, we'll see.
Hello there.
Who are
Hope
you
your
and why do you have a
atmosphere
silly
entry
hat?
Wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos.
Slug.
I'm the
Clever.
Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the Inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Can you fill me in the details of the murder?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
We should ask if they're comping the minibar. This might take a while, if you get me.
Yep.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Is she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How'd she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Thought you worked for Slug, not Rizzo's.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look.
Yeah, we are.
Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Oh, that would be ridiculous.
See, you say that, but I still ain't seen no bags. Know what? Never mind, it's not my business. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the grand ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
All right, you know. Might as well.
I think I must have had something in my ear. I could have sworn you just said we aren't allowed to depart.
Apologies, sir, but the atmospheric complex...
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Fancy place. I hope they're not expecting us to pay.
If they are, we ain't paying.
Halcyon Helen could meet a fate like this.
It really is a terrible...
If it's brown, drink it down. Wait, what?
Ooh, feels like I'm breathing rich people air.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Black Hole Bertie's disappeared, you know. The poor fellow must be inconsolable.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
That's McKee. Nice to meet you in person. We spoke over the Aetherwave.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
Christian, you're talking about the body?
What body? Oh, that. Goodness, no. This is far more interesting than Halcyon Helen's rapidly cooling corpse.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands.
Oh, boy.
Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
What does this thing do exactly?
I'm so glad you asked. Allow me to explain. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
So it's a magnifying glass.
Yes, it's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
We're no longer clueless.
Expiration of begin amplification.
You've been designed with a modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator.
How automatic?
This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Tell me about the discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Do the size of the footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Can you analyze the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
Oh, so Helen must have been at the orchards before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Next perk.
The Purpleberry Orchards. And a footprint. Inspector, that was absolutely marvelous. Beautifully deduced. With the help of my discrepancy amplifier, of course.
I'd like a word with you.
Ah, I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate.
Tell me about the body. What's the cause of death?
My apologies, Inspector. I've not yet finished my autopsy. Come back later?
I'd like to know a little bit more about you.
Oh, why, I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the way of luxury, but examining the dead does not rank amongst the preferred activities of the elite.
Sounds like you enjoyed being a coroner.
Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner, so I almost never get to deal with anything as unique, or as quiet, as a corpse. The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the spring, or working on my automatic sprat peeler.
Speaking of inventions, we're curious about the discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear. Ask away.
What made you invent the amplifier?
I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today. It's a need. Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must brutally maul each other, I feel the need to create.
The amplifier's design is highly bulky in places, like it's protecting something within.
You're smarter than I look. Guess there's no shame in telling you exactly what it is you're using, seeing how you're so curious. As it so happened, my husband was mortally wounded in a marauder raid about a year ago. Wasn't going to live more than a few hours. I happened to have an excess of preservative fluids, a scanning device in need of a central processor, and a sudden burst of inspiration. A tragedy doesn't mean you can't be proactive.
If your husband's brains is in the amplifier, I'm surprised you could just give it to me.
Technically, it wasn't his whole brain, just a small cross-section, enough to operate the amplifier. But giving the amplifier to you is better than letting it rot in a closet somewhere. Besides, my husband was the prior constable.
Ah!
He would have wanted his brain used for the pursuit of justice.
Okay. Why you? It seems pretty powerful. Why are you trusting me with it?
Because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious.
Yeah, but why not just use it yourself?
I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century.
You want to be known as the inventor who helps solve Helen's murder.
You don't miss a thing, do you, Inspector? I can see why the constable recommended hiring you. Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice.
What happens if I break or lose it or something?
I still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it. Some of the amplifier's internal components are rare, shall we say, and I don't have an indefinite supply. You sure you don't want to know anything else? Oh, all right.
Oh, we were pretty thorough.
The subject.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
You'd think these people have never seen a corpse before.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are
I'm the investigator.
Inspector, Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Right. You happen to have my room key?
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby.
Who was the
and
previous
our highly
guest?
skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Thank you, Captain Cylon. The Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a
This
marvel
is
of
water.
modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
No one seems to talk much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
Yeah, you can't honestly tell me there's nothing of interest in the entire half of the hotel.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own. If you're sure.
Got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot.
Okay.
Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Do you notice anything about Hazel on Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Her black hole Birdie was staying here.
Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big?
Yes.
I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
His co-star Woolwich, he have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only 2 people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Hey, that's enough gossip.
Shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
I like to let my reputation speak for me.
Then I guess we'll have to see if you find Helen's murderer, won't we? Myself, and all of the staff at the Grand Colonial, will be rooting for you, Inspector.
I need to take a break, folks. I'll be right back. I think that's all of them. That should catch all of them in one shot. Yep. Do it again! Do it again! We're ready to party! Ready to party, we're ready. And hope you brought lots of spaghetti. Come on, everybody, to the place where fun never ends. Come on, everybody, it's time for Garfield and Friends. Good God, I'm a dork.
I gotta pee.
Wait, the fuck did he just say? Beautiful wall panda. That was perfectly timed. Just burst. Denied. Rude. All right. We came in for the save. Actually, you know, got our ult to, you know, do what we wanted to do with it. He tried to run. He tried to run, but he could not run. Oh boy.
There's no reason to push ourselves this hard from the word go.
And we're back. Sorry, folks. Needed to take the proverbial shot.
With how Black Hole Bertie hasn't been seen since Helen's death. Awfully
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode.
Right.
What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
This is the finest seat in the house.
Even the air in here feels too sweet. Almost sticky.
Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Uh-huh.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. That didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Oh, we got a shower.
Eridanos is a technological marvel, and they use it as a tourist destination to sell sweets and alcohol.
Yeah, well, what you gonna do, right?
Is this how people in Byzantium live all the time?
Huh. Certainly a lovely place with the brew and all.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
Will she? You mean Ruth Bellamy, Halcyon Helen was just a character?
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
It's an internet. Rizzo Spectrum Brown. It's heart-stoppingly good.
Stop. Please warn me before you provide me with unsolicited ideas. There are waivers you need to sign.
What waivers?
Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to the orchards.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
Possibly you're both idiots. I'll bear that in mind.
You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
I didn't even know they made hotel rooms that large. It was great.
Good.
It was huge.
Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
In the lobby, please.
To the lobby we go.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. This way. Right, we'll walk in here.
I hope the murderer is caught soon.
No one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't get a hold... of anyone in the orchards, I... can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
No, we're not. Who's Matthias?
An idiot.
Yes, okay, we
He's
established
avoiding me,
that.
actually, which is the first smart thing he's done all month. Sorry, but do you need something? Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
Missing person. I'm actually an inspector. Could look into that for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
Look into that. What do I need to know?
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks.
You know what? In terms of the look with the
and
lightly
tough.
with the blue lipstick and the hair,
Behaved,
he's
followed
cute.
orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
Oh. We're walking here. We're walking there. We're going from here to there. Oh. This thing is a weapon. It is also a gun.
It ain't stealing if no one sees. Here they come! Watch a pro at work! Just like that! Captain, behind you!
Oh, it's a weapon. This thing is also a gun. There's your quote of the night. Yeah.
Hit it with something else! We did it!
It's like it is also a gun.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of Jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced
Premature expiration.
strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
All right, we'll pay some respects.
At least he gave his life for a worthy cause.
Yes. And hey, Iceman, hopefully you had a good day today. The day where Anthem dies. We did try to log into it at the start of the stream just for shits and giggles. It's a sad day. But you got more achievements in it than the average person, which is good. So we gotta look at the
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discard.
But you know what? We got the we at least move on to the power washing of simulators. It's a magnifying glass. And this is also a gun. This is a scythe. It is also a gun.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hey, Crew C. It's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this. Come out! Come out to play! Law, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna
Come out to play?
So he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
Must be.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, so the question is where? So must be.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Right, it is up there. We must now.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Well, let's take a different approach.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, so we know it's there, but we don't have the ability. Wait, what if we do this? What if we come up here? Yeah.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Discard.
You tell me discard. But you know what? We jumped around, jumped up to get down. Do. This place is a bridge apart.
Whoa, it's Rizzo's.
What's that growing out of your neck?
You wonderful, wonderful customer. Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
I can't tell if she's happy or in serious pain.
Both.
Sure am. Good lamps you got on you to take notice.
Now, let's just pretend this is normal.
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
And you know anything? Anything you can tell me about the orchids?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my third favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries.
Uh-huh.
Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you want to know
What about
more
that
about each part of the orchard,
12%
might I
margin of
recommend one
error?
our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio guided as a special bonus feature.
I'd be interested in hearing more about your tours.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my fourth favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
What are my options?
We have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the Golden Ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
I'll buy a ticket.
Which kind would you like?
Like the golden ticket.
You're in luck. We have one left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
I'll take it.
Great. Thank you so much.
Halcyon Helen was in the orchards before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
You do know Birdie's a suspect in Helen's murder investigation, right?
Oh my! Birdie, a murderer? Well, everyone has their flaws.
Uh-huh.
I'll be sure not to bring it up on our first date.
Show me what you have for sale.
Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever.
I saw.
And a good thing too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
Alrighty.
Here we have the Rizzo's Purpleberry Nut Hut trademark.
This is where you this is the hut for nuts.
Available at nominal cost to slake your thirst and satiate your hunger. These include, but are not limited to, Rizzo's Nanner Spank Fresh, spanks even harder. Rizzo's ground up, pound up fruit drinks made with mostly berries and twigs, and Rizzo's mini purple berry sweet balls. We hope your visit here.
Hey everybody, have you seen my balls? They're big and purple and brown, round. If you never need a big pick me up, just put them purple balls in your mouths. Hey, suck on them Rizzo's purple balls. Put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth and suck them. Yes, they don't references to South Park, but we can make them. Alrighty.
I don't think I've ever seen an orchard before. I mean, other than Miss McDevitt's garden. You mind if we look around a little?
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
Sorry, can't talk. We're busy having a very tedious conversation.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal.
Who made it personal?
You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who was this armed stranger just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this lass. I think it's mightily more likely that she's under your payroll. You'd have burned down what you haven't already.
Things do have a tendency to break around me, but I don't know about sabotage.
I see. Just a visitor then.
Yes, a visitor.
Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
Overheard you mention sabotage?
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
I can figure out what's really going on.
Thank the law. Some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed.
Will we?
But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree. I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque conversation.
No, you're not.
Everyone appreciates the work Slug does on Eridanos.
Especially not folk that Slug is trying to extort.
All right, it seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your purple berries or knocking your workers off the planetoid. All we want is for you to pay your dues.
And I want
What
you to stop
dues?
setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and breaking our machinery.
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour and a half. As you can see, it hasn't been terribly productive.
What seems to be the problem with the overseeing Okradist?
Well, he's being difficult, as you've no doubt seen. All I'm here to do is enforce an agreed-upon business relationship. But our friend here is disinclined to settle.
Don't tell me to settle. Why don't you settle?
Somebody
Yes,
settle.
I'll be sure to do that. I know what you must be thinking, but no, I'm not here to atomize his kneecaps. I just want Slug to get what we're owed.
Any truth to his accusation of sabotage?
If I hear that question one more time, I swear. Look, we just want to get paid. Hampering our clients' productivity is not a good way to get paid. In fact, it's bad business.
Are you sure you sound a little bit of an extortionist?
Do I? Didn't realize that expecting my company to be paid for its work was extortion. You should try telling that to the board. Regardless, Slug's Protection Service has ensured that Rizzo's has had zero problems with its shipments at the docks, and all for a reasonable price. We haven't been hostile when their payments came up short either. In fact, Rizzo's is more of a danger to the orchards than us, considering all the workplace injuries.
Workplace injuries? Is this an official arrangement with Rizzo's?
Much as we love giving the bureaucrats 29% of our profits, technically not. Official contracts have some rather obscene fees and documentation. Instead, our company's opted for a non-official manager's agreement. I'm just here to make certain our friend over there pays on time.
Maybe I can pay you what he owes.
You're weird.
Yeah, well,
Generous,
very weird.
But weird.
Sorry.
The sentiment is nice, but Rizzo's doesn't just pay money. They're also literally our meal tickets. Unless you also happen to own an orchard, I don't think you can clear this guy.
All right, let's talk about something else.
Yes, I think we've spoken enough about that imbecile. What can Slug do for you?
Seen any sign of Halcyon Helen recently?
Nope. Sorry, but this is the first I've visited this area in over a month. Shame about Helen. Liked her movies.
I could never get past her hair. No one having that many gunfights could have hair that perfect.
Celebs as big as Helen always seem to elicit strong binary opinions in people. But that's neither here nor there.
We'll walk this way.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Sorry, had a shot of Bill of Night.
Well, sweet hello there,
Boy,
valued visitor.
creepy smiles.
I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Oh, my dear Law. Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what's going on with your face?
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition.
Thank you, Captain Cylon.
35 bits a ticket.
I'm here for an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
Yes, we are. That's right, Inspector. Here to inspect the health and safety of your crops.
Oh, drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Ms. Inspector?
The overseeing orchardist already told me about the business relationship with Slug.
Did he now? That sounds about right. He has been mightily outspoken in his disdain for Slug in recent months. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
What exactly is this medical treatment?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that. You understand, I'm sure.
Looking for a trace based on Helen's footsteps through the orchard.
Well, you are in luck. She passed right by here the other day. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
I was the spokeswoman for the Spectrum Bulls ad campaign.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
And any murder weapons lying around here? Bottle poison, a smoking laser pistol, a bloody blunt force object?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Deadly pollinization mosquitoes?
Pollinization by killer mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen.
Really?
Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
I already purchased a golden ticket.
Well now, you certainly are an individual of refined taste. There are folks who defend the premium option and its sprat petting zoo, but once you've been bit by one sprat, you've been bit by them all. Of course, tours of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our mosquitoes are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Are you the groundskeeper?
Yes, indeedy.
Yes,
I've got
indeedy.
the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now. Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
Oh, you don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared
Was
without
he?
a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welds. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
You know, we're not going over Mrs. Groundskeeper. No one knows what happened to him.
Can't speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore. I do hope
Wow,
that
just
conversation has
fast
made you
acting on that medicine.
Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers, and I like anything Rizzo's likes.
Are you okay? You seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
What do you mean?
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face?
No, what doesn't?
Breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
Tell me more about the
An
orchids.
excellent decision you most certainly won't have cause to regret.
We already regret it.
Now, presently, you're standing smack dab in the pride and joy of Rizzo's nearly natural product development sector. We call this fecund landscape the Purple Berry Orchards, since that's our main crop. But we also sow and grow mock apples, nanners, pea-free nuts, tarmac, and more.
Good decision.
Of course. I can't stop you from poking around, but do
Yeah,
be
we'll
mindful
poke.
of our
We'll poke and
pollination
prod.
drive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep him behind an electric fence, you know.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, yeah!
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
All right, examine the footprint depth and spacing.
Make him regret it. I see you there. Got him.
Make you smile.
How about that? Try something stronger.
Your sorrow? Oh. Oh yeah, that's funny. I just want to be your friend.
Huh.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
We are investigating.
To be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack?
Yes.
Are you my ex-wife?
Also yes.
No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
You're right the first time. Return from beyond the grave to exact my revenge.
Very funny. If you were Edna, you would have stabbed me in the throat halfway through the second word of my first question.
Oh, this poor fella's lost his wits.
I'm getting old, damn it. And after a while, anything that isn't a plant gets hard to distinguish from anything that is. But no, you don't look like Edna. Though you do smell a bit like her, like blood and starship grease. You must be that freelance inspector. Well, I suppose you can poke around as you like. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day.
How stiff do you get?
Seems I'm not as young as I feel.
Now, how's Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
You're a botanist. What do you do for Rizzo's?
I sit inside and I look at plants.
Also, look at remember Stephen Wright's Falcon Key's birthday.
Hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it. That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
Think you mosquitoes are those angry flying bugs, right?
You say angry. I say efficient.
How efficient
Not
are
only
they?
can our waspitos defend themselves, but Rizzo's investments as well. They come through the orchards only during pollination cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
If something goes wrong in the hive control, your mosquitoes could get out.
Well, yes, if there's an equipment malfunction.
How?
The pollination cycle will have to be manually shut down, which means traveling to hive control while the mosquitoes swarm.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Huh.
You got it, Captain! Here we go! I'll show you happiness! Take him down! Come here! To be your friend! My kind of action! Anyone else? So funny! Giving me the chuckles. Oh! Wanted to make you smile.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Hmm. Do.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known.
They got the drop on. Try something else. Here goes nothing. Try something else. Been practicing this. That was fun. That's the last of them.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
The staff of a tossball stick is bent and cracked. This exceeding tossball regulation requirements.
Wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Someone uses tossball stick and completely obliterate a picnic basket. Maybe some kind of upper class ritual.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
That's how breakups go some of the time. Or all of the time for some of us.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Their mistake.
Don't you frown at me!
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
Good to know. What are the canisters that are usually kept?
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Alright, deeper chemical analysis.
Chemical makeup of substance, 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Oh boy.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional.
Which
Remaining
part?
5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional.
Oh,
Cause
thank
of
you.
short-out is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Form a chemical analysis.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
Right.
You've got to be doing this just to mess with me.
Yes, Ellie, we were doing that just to mess with you. We were investigating. We investigate thoroughly. Yeah, we're walking. Christopher Walken here.
Unexpected noise identified. Performing an error. Asshole. Repairs required. System alert.
Was it really? Well, back this way.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think
Nope.
it's more of a wonder
We're
that
still
nothing in these
struggling through
officer-shaken
to stay
orchards
awake.
managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
I've completed my investigation.
All right. Let's hear the details.
Thank you, Captain Cylon. Drink was spilled over the processing console, shorting it out.
A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it.
Thank you, Captain
I
Cylon.
hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
Herbicide was mixed in with the fertilizer, which ended up killing the saplings.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
Took care of the roaming exterminator automechs.
I see you left a few of them intact even. Smashed more than I'd like, but I guess I'm glad you didn't obliterate them all.
Never did like leaving a job half-finished myself, but that's me.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
You're worried that Slug is trying to mess with your livelihood?
Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollinizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually, but if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
Yep.
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
Is there a way to manually initiate a pollinization cycle?
Well, yes. It's possible to manually start and end cycles in hive control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it? You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend.
Really?
I guess I can't force you to tell me anything. But the peace of mind would have been worth much to me. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist
Fair
seems
enough.
to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal. But at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
I bet. If either of you sprat fucks bicker for a second longer, I will rip your tongues out. Yes.
Hey, would you look at that? All of a sudden, I have an urge to just pay Slug. How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
Yes, and Slug will go back to making sure your shipments get safely to you. That's satisfactory, right, Inspector? Right?
Yes, right. Now, back to the turn at hand. Turn at hand. This is also a gun.
No. Sorry.
Da, 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 da. Oh, if it's not bolted down and not indicating something will be come up as stolen.
We're all family here. Rizzo's takes care of its own.
Here I go! Anyone else? Incoming!
That didn't work. Like true professionals.
Who's a true professional? Certainly not me.
What would Halcyon Helen be doing in an R&D lab? Testing out a new eye cream?
Well, yes. The Brain Eaters.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
It's not worth it, buddy.
How in the aether did you get in here?
We
You're
walked.
not Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
I'm investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. Was she here recently?
You do know that Halcyon Helen is a fictional character portrayed by the late actress, Ruth Bellamy, yes?
Yeah.
One can't be too sure with so many simpletons around in the day-to-day. Regardless, I am not at liberty to divulge such information with non-employees or personnel lacking security clearance level Spectrum Orange. Of course, if you were to, say, contract your services to me, I suppose I could grant you clearance enough to answer your murder-related questions, Ms. Inspector. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry.
How
That's
recent?
why I barricaded myself in the lab.
There isn't anything you can do to help?
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Ah, I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them.
Seeing how it's on the way here from the entry door, you can make a run for it.
And lose my life's work? Want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one
Yes.
experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters.
Clean up? They were human beings. Don't you care about them at all?
Staff
Clearly
should be
they
grateful,
don't.
you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable.
What goes on in these labs that will have the researchers turn against you?
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
Oh, come on, your secret's safe with me.
Call me a skeptic, but no, I don't believe it would be. Loose lips sink new product ships, you know?
I forgot I mentioned it.
Happily, of course.
I'll take care of your problem, but I need you to answer some questions first.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
These people don't deserve to die, Captain. Let's try using the sedative.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Huh. Did I?
Not a peep from me.
Hmm. Picking stuff up. There were bets on the winner.
Rizzo's could have helped a lot of people with all the bits they poured into this place.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff went wrong here.
Imagine making that much of the stuff and it still tastes bad.
All right. All right. Everyone was knocked out. Finding all the corpses. Looting the bodies. Hey. Where is the elevator?
Just who in the... Oh my...
Hey.
Somebody didn't want us talking to Dr. Blossom. You think it was Miss Helen's killer?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
How recently? Examine the body.
These puncture marks. It looks like she was injected with something.
But what?
What an awful place to die. What do you think happened to her?
5 kills in and out before we could catch a glimpse of the culprit. I expect more blood. I heard gunshots over the intercom, but I don't see any casings.
Maybe it was an energy weapon.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Eridanium gigaseous slug research report 1. Subject, a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling.
Don't they realize this just makes us more curious about that data file?
On the hairy undersides of a teacup, Canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
But it's almost as...
Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Them the great. Someone small fit and allowed them to enter the area.
Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me. Somebody around my size could have crawled in. Wouldn't have been comfortable or, you know, clean. Ventilation shafts usually turn into sprat nests. See that red wire?
Somebody cut the red wire.
Was trying to disrupt the circuit. They could have sealed the lab doors temporarily. At least until the failsafes kicked in.
Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The Canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Or loot. Curious, and curious, we walk up. Back outside.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the mosquitoes for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
What is that sound? And why am I sure we're about to find out? Incoming!
Oh, they found out. All right.
Rizzo's thanks any guests trapped in the orchards for your patience as the pollinization cycle commences. Don't forget, our trees and bushes can't pollinate themselves.
Well, kiddo, we're safe from mosquitoes as long as we keep the doors closed. But someone ought to deactivate the cycle soon.
They can't keep us out.
How nice was the warm-up? It was very nice.
Rizzo's thanks any guests trapped in the orchard.
That's not possible.
Someone needs to get to hive control to shut down the swarms.
Now we're getting to where we need to go.
What do you think they've got in there? Rabid animals? Death traps?
They can't activate the pollinization cycle.
Rizzo's thanks any guests trapped in the orchards for your patience as the pollinization cycle commences. Don't forget, our trees and bushes can't pollinate themselves.
I swear. I can take a hint.
orchards for your patience as the pollinization cycle commences. Don't forget, our trees and bushes can't pollinate themselves.
We're doing this. Bouncing off.
Huh. Hmm.
Caution advised. Mosquito venom sacs release the chemical, patent pending, name withheld, that makes a single sting up to 12 times more painful and deadly than that of organic one.
Not gonna let no one.
On your left, Captain!
That was fun.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Reminder, mosquitoes are aggressive pollinators who have been known to be extremely territorial.
Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Rizzo's and should not be in common use.
All right. Looks like the person who took the original didn't hide the track so well. Didn't hide their tracks at all well.
Rare mistake. We got it, Captain!
All right. Looks like what we didn't really need. Gonna be another cold snap hitting the area where I live. Starting like on Thursday. Well, like we've been lucky this winter.
Take your best shot, asshole.
This damn hedge maze.
Merciful law, they're releasing killer insects! Someone must really not want us to find the prize.
No, that's your top priority. You do you. We made it out. Mostly in one piece.
Well, kiddo, we're safe from mosquitoes as long as we keep the doors closed. But someone ought to deactivate the cycle soon. Well, kiddo, we're safe from mosquitoes as long as we keep the doors closed. But someone ought to deactivate the cycle soon.
Right? We'll walk all the way over here.
That's the last of them.
Or was it? Was it really the last of them?
Never felt so damn good in my life.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Incoming.
All right. Scan the chemical makeup of the multi-tool.
Tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage. Trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol, hydrazine, and liquid hydrogen also detected.
Check the casing. Check the lever to remove the panel.
So, what'd you find?
A foreign substance on the tool. The thing didn't originate in the orchard.
Huh. Wonder why someone would leave it here.
It's also likely that whoever released the mosquitoes was a Slug employee.
Does that mean we can toss them over the side of the complex when we find them?
There's that distinct possibility.
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want a fucking tour. You can badger me all you want.
I'm not here to give you a tour.
I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them.
Nobody's trying to kick you out, buddy. Calm down. What the hell are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. How many of you fools have I spoken to by this point? 7? 17? Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo staff. Are you
What was your clue? I am actually Rizzo's hiring me to get rid of troublemakers. Think you can outpay them?
Bah, I've lived in Byzantium long enough to read between your words. Here's your filthy money. Since you're already here, perhaps I can sweeten the pot even further. Regardless, please inform me if you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching. I'm sure you have questions.
Mention working together.
I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the puzzle hedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen.
Helen's dead, but Rizzo hasn't formally canceled the contest.
Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case. All I need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the puzzle hedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in.
Why would Rizzo's give one of their original products away for free?
I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was no doubt a desperate bid to regain some lost clout. That, or their marketing team is particularly spiteful. You know the saying, I'm sure. Why work for a promotion when sabotage takes half the time and a quarter of the effort?
Yep, fair enough. Why does Forest Mills want to sue Rizzo's?
Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, it might be difficult to argue that this contest is designed to slight Forest Mills. However, as it so happens, if my lawsuit takes a chunk out of their savings, then I can collect, while also damaging their capital. It's a mutual win. I make millions, Rizzo's falls further from the board's good graces, and Forest Mills products look that much more valuable compared to Rizzo's trash.
Fair enough. Is anyone else trying to find the Spectrum original?
Two buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own. Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we work together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems.
Not sure I understand why you need my help. It's just a maze, isn't it?
Navigating the maze is normally no easy task. Rizzo's has no interest in giving their property, however old, away for free.
If that means we're technically stealing, I'm in.
Fair enough.
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but this maze is deadly by design. And if that weren't enough, Zimmerman and Navarre don't want anyone sneaking away with their prize. The place is mined and rife with murderous mechanicals. Well, don't consider my offer too long. The longer we wait, the more we stand to lose.
They're on us. I'll fix you right up. My eyes!
Her eyes!
That's the last of them.
Was it really? Was it really the last of them?
Welcome to the Nut Hut, the only place you can get Rizzo's ground-up, pound-up fruit drinks, made with mostly berries and twigs. Now I'd love to get you something, maybe a couple somethings. Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Have you sold any Spectrum from the storage warehouse shipment?
Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level Spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs, Hive Control, and the Conservatory. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Birdie bought my most expensive Spectrum when he visited. I wish he'd bought more. Oh, if you're looking for your own Spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as you have the bits to back up your taste.
Takes us over there. And that way. All right. I think this is where we'll save for now. Problem is like the effects of that medicine is still kicked in and it's still wailing on me a bit. But we picked up a couple of achievements here. Mysteries afoot, no longer clueless. Oh, there we go. Anyway, I'm going to crash hard in about half an hour. Well, thank you very much, folks, for hanging out. And yeah, I'm hopefully, it's just I totally felt wonky. Let's see who's doing stuff right now. Who shall we visit? We got folks doing various things here. You know, let's find someone doing the Outer Worlds. We'll pop in, say hi. Now we'll just swing over to Pradox. We haven't visited them in a while. They're doing WoW stuff. So anyway, tomorrow night more Outer Worlds. Wednesday we got the Power Wash Simulator. Thursday the Outer Worlds. Friday Persona 5. Saturday Outer Worlds. Sunday Persona 5. So those will be our upcoming streams. Thank you very much for hanging out, folks. Tighten your friendship braces. Stay safe. I do apologize. I'm just totally out of it. We'll see you next time.